Are you kidding me right now? It's literally, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Oh, this is awful. Oh, this is so bad. It looks like someone carved off like a lobe of someone's brain and then packaged it in a vacuum seal bag. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Style Theory, where today we're just having a casual chat on the couch. You know, nothing unusual to see here. Just your typical style and fashion channel here on YouTube. Come into this channel for the edutainment content that you expect. You know, answering all the questions that you've ever had on your mind. Like, hey, do horizontal stripes actually make me look wider? Or what color does best complement my face? Or the question that's been burning in my mind since I was a little kid, WTF is up with edible underwear? That's right, I have always wondered about the essence of edible underwear. I've always been curious. Is it more edible? Is it more underwear? Just how functional is this stuff? Also, how many different varieties are there? Is there a top tier of edible underwear? I am so curious. I've always known that edible underwear just exists out there in the universe, but I've never actually experienced it, looked into it at all, done any sort of research about it. It's just always been there in the corners of my mind. And so today, I'm like, wait a minute, I have a channel that's dedicated to clothing. This has underwear in the name, so let's just test it out, right? So for the next 48 hours, I am going to be wearing edible underwear to see how it works. And then we're gonna wrap the whole thing up with a taste test of fresh edible underwear, because no one wants me to. So which underwear is gonna reign supreme for us? Is there a best brand of edible underwear? I don't even know. Are there multiple brands of edible underwear? I have so many questions. So I tasked Amy off camera right here to start looking into all of this. And apparently you found, how many types of edible underwear did you find?
So there are multiple.
Here, hold it, she doesn't have a microphone. So I tasked Amy to start looking into edible underwear. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
I knew what I was signing up for. It's fine.
Are there different brands of edible underwear?
There are different brands, and there are different food types of edible underwear. Today we'll be testing 2 of them because the chocolate one was mainly just a chocolate bar on string and thus did not qualify enough as food.
I feel like it qualifies more as food than underwear, I would say.
I've seen some underwear they tell me is underwear. I don't know about that.
How does this rate on your general underwear level?
What, the chocolate one or just this in general?
This whole...
I want none of this to ever touch me. That's how I feel.
We've been surprised by style theories in the past, though.
If this surprises me, it will be that that people don't get infections from this. I don't think sugar is supposed to go anywhere near
Not those type of infections. No, get your mind out of the gutter. So, hit me with my edible underwear. So for the next 48 hours, we're gonna be for the next 40. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Is this really what it is? Is it just? Oh God, are you kidding me right now? It's literally, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Oh, this is awful. Oh, this is so bad. It looks like someone carved off like a lobe of someone's brain and then packaged it in a vacuum seal bag. It's all greasy in here. Oh no, I was expecting like the little like little candy necklace guys. Do they have those too? Okay, there it is.
We have those also.
Okay, thank you. All right, so for the next 48 hours, I'm gonna be subjecting myself to apparently a string made of gummy tape and lackluster candy necklaces strewn about my body. And we're gonna test them out through a variety of different daily tasks. I'm gonna be exercising, I'm gonna be taking meetings, I'm gonna be going getting food, and also I'm gonna test them out for flavor at the end of all of this.
And he'll also be wearing this the entire time so that you can get the full underwear experience. Congratulations!
This whole time I was thinking I was gonna wear them under my clothes. So I'm wearing them on top of the suit.
Again, we saw what existed under your clothes.
Okay, not now again.
And while Matt changes into his Grinch cosplay, I, voiceover Amy, will share what I learned while researching this episode. So let's start with the most obvious question. Where did this strange meld of food and underwear even start? Edible underwear popped into the world in 1975 when partners David Sanderson and Lee Brady had the crazy idea to turn gummies into something you could actually wear. And the inspiration actually came from two separate places. First, and most believably, drugs. Let's just say the party they were at had them indulging in some substances that were mind-opening to a whole new world of underwear possibilities. The second inspiration? The phrase, "eat my shorts." Sanderson heard his brother say that phrase a lot when they were children, and eventually that came back around. Was his brother like Bart Simpson? I don't know, but they thought, yeah, let's make shorts that you can eat. Shorts are underwear, in case you didn't realize. It's very old school or very British, according to our creative director, Tom. Together, the couple created Candy Pants, the world's first 100% edible underwear. And yeah, that idea hit big. By 1976, only a year later, they were selling nearly $150,000 worth of candy underwear a month. That is Mr. Beast type success in today's money. And they were doing it out of their own house. By 1989, they were also in stores. People magazine even went so far as to call it one of the biggest moments to define pop culture ever. Like ever. But by now, I think you get the idea. People love themselves some candy underwear.
But will I love it? I'm back, ready to go, showing off my morph suit and my dad bod. Anyway, my friends, that's where our tests come in. You see, we've divided our experiment into three main categories: wearability, durability, and taste. For wearability, we're gonna look to see whether the underwear fits, if it's comfortable, flattering, and most importantly, is it performing the essential job of underwear by protecting, you know, the bits. Then we're gonna test its durability to see if it can survive a day as actual underwear, both over the clothing as well as underneath. And last but certainly not least, taste. Would anyone in their right mind ever want to eat this stuff? So with that, it's time to just rip off the nightmare fuel band-aid and dive into day one. I have still not seen this thing unfurled, so I'm a little bit nervous. Forgive me as I try to figure out what part of the body this is supposed to attach to. I'm assuming this is the bra. Oh, what have we done? We have strayed so far. Oh! And look, the patches are little hearts. Amy, can I ask for your help in putting this in the back? Thank you so much.
It smells like fruit roll-up.
It does. Yeah, it is like an aggressive fruit roll-up. I gotta be honest, fit is pretty good. Support, not quite there. As far as just general coverage goes, I'm pretty satisfied with this. You know, I'm leaving just the right amount to the imagination. The bottoms, though, were a different story. Oh no. Oh no. Let's just say the coverage is not full for your undercarriage. Trust me, the heart here is either covering something in the front or something in the back, but it's only covering one of them, and I don't know which one. How? And not only were they bewildering, they were also flimsy. Okay.
Slowly. No, that's slowly.
Okay, test number one. Can you put it on? No. Failed. Can we tape it? Excellent. Well, here I am. I'm gonna do a runway walk. Stomping the runway. I am literally the Grinch who robbed Adam and Eve's. The Grinch who was too embarrassed to leave his home.
Nope, we're making you go outside.
Oh, great. Well,
Look at the mail.
Yeah.
my underwear popped off again. Let's go get the mail. Admittedly, there was a backup gummy set, but I was scared off by the lace ties and the questionable hole in the front. So, armed with lots and lots of scotch tape, it was time for us to begin the day. But you know what's gonna look good no matter what underwear you're wearing, or not wearing in my case since it kept falling off? Our brand new line of theory wear. That's right, after months of silence, we are back with not just one, but two different collections to help elevate your wardrobe from flaccid to fabulous. Today, on our new revamped website, you can find our brand new new Evergreen collection, full of all those classic game theory blacks and greens that you know and love, as well as our first ever capsule collection, Radioactive, inspired by the look and feel of Chernobyl or the back rooms. You know, all those places that you usually turn to for your fashion advice. Our Radioactive capsule collection is only available while supplies last, and there are things in here that you're not going to want to miss. Take a look at this hazmat suit inspired puffer jacket. Never before has something said biohazard in such a cozy, snuggly way. It's like you're encased in a puffy cloud while in the midst of a nuclear meltdown. Oppenheimer, eat your heart out, because this thing is da bomb. But if you're looking for something that's a little more understated, then look no further than our heat map designs. Whether you're looking to keep it casual in this hoodie and matching shorts, or dressing to impress in our work jacket, never before has looking so cool read so hot on the thermodynamic spectrum. That said, maybe you're looking for some more classic game theory green and black. Well, we've got plenty there for you too. With our short circuit fleece jacket, you have this vibrant green circuit pattern on the outside with this soft plushy fleece on the inside. It's like being wrapped in a fashionable snuggie. But if you want to go a little bit more understated with your fit, check out our first ever short circuit crew neck with a black on black version of that circuit pattern. Listen, at this point, I'm well aware how much everyone loves wearing black, and so we've listened. In fact, we also have ourselves the On the Run tee, which is a lightweight sweat wicking fabric that's perfect for layering under any of the jackets. And I'm also proud to announce that for the first time ever, we have leggings. I took the input from all the female members of Team Theorists, so these things are high-rise, lightweight leggings with pockets. See, even me and the team learned from the episodes that are happening here on Style Theory, and then those lessons are going directly into the products that we're making for you. That way you're getting the best, most optimized clothing available. Speaking of being inspired by our own episodes, we also have a heat-activated t-shirt and mug for all of us who like to bring the science to our wardrobe. All of this and more are available right now on theorywear.com. We have a link in the top line of the description, and I look forward to seeing your photos wearing your favorite items. Submit them in. We'll make sure that we put them on the website or feature them in a future episode. But for now, back to my nightmare. The nightmare that was edible underwear. First on my schedule for the day was our title and thumbnail meeting. So I headed on over to the Gamer Zone to check on Josiah and give him my feedback for the week. How's the thumbnails looking?
They're looking good.
Yeah.
You're looking pretty good yourself. Is anybody taking a bite yet?
Are you volunteering to be the first Josiah?
Do you want me to be?
Oh, no! He yes-anded me out of the room! No! Touché, Josiah. You've won the day this time, but I'll be back. Next up, an HR meeting. Surprisingly not about my outfit.
You might not have noticed this, but we're doing a series of shoots about edible underwear.
How's that going? Yeah. Have you guys started yet?
So with my meetings out of the way, it was time for me to emerge from the safety of the basement and go do some chores.
Look, I matched my own trash cans.
Let me tell you, a gummy bra on a hot 90-degree summer day, yeah, they're not mixing all that well. Immediately, this thing began to melt. It was uncomfortable, but it was far from the most uncomfortable thing that was gonna happen to me during this experiment.
We definitely have construction workers here today working on our porch. We're giving them the show of their life.
After a quick workout,
I feel so put together when my outfit matches my yoga mat.
I missed that memo, clearly.
it was time for our last stop of the day, trying on this candy under my clothes. And I'm just gonna spare you on this one. There was a lot of candy left in places where candy should not go. So instead of scarring you for life with any of that footage, I'm just gonna tell you why you should never put sugar anywhere near your private area. You see, sugar is a food for bacteria, and studies have shown that getting sugar in private regions can increase your likelihood of getting infections. Plus, if you hate dealing with sticky hands after eating something sugary, then you don't even want to think about the cleanup process that comes with getting candy out of other parts of your body. Needless to say, I was glad for my day with edible underwear to be done.
What got me to this point? Putting myself in a green suit and a gummy bra in front of millions of people.
How do you feel about day 2?
Oh yeah, this was a 2-day thing.
So it's a new day and a new pair of edible underwear.
You'll notice that I'm in a new morph suit for day 2. It's because by the end of day 1, the green one was sticky beyond repair.
So I'm just gonna open these up and see what we're working with. I am so much less weirded out by this, because look, it actually looks and feels like a garment. Like if someone were to walk down a fashion runway wearing this thing, it would be a little bit weird, but it wouldn't be that weird. This is actually very pleasant. The smell isn't as disgusting as the last one. Quality of the garment feels better. Overall, I don't hate this immediately like yesterday.
My hopes were high. I should have known better.
What? Someone please explain to me where my body parts are supposed to go. I feel like it's not leaving a whole lot to the imagination.
And yet that didn't stop the team from using their imaginations while looking at this train wreck.
I don't like the stormtrooper
Does this remind you of a stormtrooper face?
I think it's safe to say that by the morning of day 2, we had all officially lost our minds. After 3 hours in meetings, it became crystal clear. Hard candy riding up my butt, not great.
This stuff is holding up significantly better than yesterday. But the hard pebbles in and around my nether region, not great. The rubbing back and forth here, not solid. Or maybe it is solid. Maybe it's a bit too solid. I think that's the problem that I'm feeling in this moment. And just something special about that bike seat that just makes sure that everything gets wedged right into that special place.
And the bottoms just continued to present issues all throughout the rest of my afternoon activities.
Oh no, I'm losing my pants. Oh no, my pants. I'm losing them. Shoot, maintain. Oh, and they were providing me so much coverage too.
So after spreading some mulch, dropping some trowel, and giving our backyard construction workers their second show in just as many days, it was time for some food.
Some lunch? Going for a ride. Come on, we're gonna hit a drive-thru. What's everyone in the mood for?
McDonald's! Golden Arches.
Yeah, McDonald's, okay, sure. Fine.
It is Grimace's birthday today.
It is Grimace's birthday. I had a Grimace milkshake the other night. It was not good.
As that detail shows you, this one was filmed a couple weeks ago, on Grimace's actual birthday. But that pure coincidence would result in a moment that I would have never predicted. As I paid for our meal, I noticed something.
His shirt matched my shirt. I felt kindred spirits there. Maybe he thought I was dressing appropriately for Grimace's birthday, because this is the color of Grimace.
Sure enough, I wasn't the only one to notice it.
Is that why you have on that purple outfit?
The Grimace shake? Absolutely. I'm celebrating alongside Grimace.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Right? I like that our colors perfectly match, actually. No mention of the candy brawl whatsoever.
I have to say, going through a public drive-thru dressed like this, I was terrified. And so the fact that Grimace, of all things, came to my rescue in this moment, thank you, Grimace, thank you. So with a meme shake and a fish sandwich in my hands, it was time for my obligatory under-the-clothes try-on.
It's already pinching me. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. It looks like I shoved a bunch of corn cobs under my shirt.
It wasn't sticky, but it also wasn't good. Which brings us to the final round of the episode, the taste test.
Oh boy, it all looks so delicious. I can't decide where to start. Oh, gummy, sketchier gummy, candy necklace. Oh, a friendly reminder, these are fresh out of the packaging. Nothing that was on my body. Edible underwear number 1, gummy. Nope, I don't even want to swallow that. No thanks. Hard pass. It's like if you took saran wrap and you like wrapped it around a strawberry and you left it there for like 3 weeks and then you took it out and you're like, hey, eat that saran wrap with the moldy old strawberry attached to it. But then let's just rub some slime over top of it. Nothing about this is pleasant. I hate this with the passion of 1,000 burning suns. Please get it out of here. I hate you. I hate you so much. And last but certainly not least, so this should be like a Smartie, right? Like everyone loves Smarties. Smarties are delicious. This is not quite the same flavor as a candy necklace like you would assume, right? I see this and I'm like, oh, it's gonna taste like candy necklace. Oh no, friends. Have you ever tried like chewable Pepto-Bismols? You know, if your stomach's upset and you get one of those like little chalky tabs and you chew it and you swallow it and it tastes mostly like weird powdery chalk? That is this. If you want to experience what this is like, go up and chew some Pepto-Bismol. I am so sad. What is this even for? It's not sexy. It's not edible. It's not functional as underwear. Why? Why do these exist? Not mad, just disappointed. I did this for nothing! Why? Please give me an answer. Someone. Myself from the future, please. I'm so befuddled.
Actually, I have the answers for you this time, Matt. You see, back in the 70s, the creators of candy pants weren't actually trying to make something that you could wear, but they also weren't trying to make something that you could eat either. Yeah, that's right. Edible underwear was never actually meant to be edible or underwear. And listen, you don't have to believe me either. You can hear it straight from the creators themselves.
We approach it as conceptual art and as a sexual parody.
It ended up being just this gargantuan behemoth. It kind of got out of control.
That's right, it was a gag. For the lulz, for the memes that did not exist yet. It was something fun that they could use to shake up the conservative market that was there at the time. And shake it up they did. But, and this might shock you even more, it was never meant to be part of your intimate time in any shape or form. Heck, the original candy pants was carried in stores like Bloomingdale's, everyday department stores where edible underwear is sitting right next to your family family-friendly dining sets and your fancy perfumes. In fact, they tried so hard to keep it out of adult stores that they were nearly driven out of business by knockoff competitors that were happy to be there. But this rabbit hole gets even deeper than that, because that candy that you're stuffing in your face was never actually candy at all. In fact, it more resembled plastic. Sanderson and Brady got the idea from a biodegradable bag that was used to hold yeast in bakeries. And that bag was, you guessed it, edible.
We were experimenting in the spare bedroom with a potato starch and hydroxypropylmethylcellulose, which is an edible plastic.
The final recipe also included an ingredient called mannitol, which, while sweet, is also a diuretic that helps you expel excess water held in your body. What I'm getting at is that it makes you need to pee a lot. Like a lot. And no shame to anybody, but that's not something I personally want in my sexy clothing. And while the pairs of edible underwear that Matt tried in this episode weren't the original candy pants, let's just say that the recipe hasn't really improved in the 40+ years since it first was created.
Wait, hold on. So this whole time you knew that this entire episode was pointless, and yet you somehow let me parade around the internet wearing inedible candy as underwear? Why? Why would you do that?
Because sometimes, Matt, sometimes it's just enough to have some dumb fun in an episode. And wasn't that what Candy Pants was really trying to teach us all along?
This is probably my fair comeuppance for all the shower episodes. Anyway, shockingly, we managed to prove that edible underwear does exactly the job that it was built to do. Sure, it fails at being edible, and it definitely fails at being underwear, but it was never meant to do either of those things. It was made specifically to make you laugh at how stupid it all was, which, you know, we ended up doing a lot throughout the day. I don't know if it was worth a full 2 days of filming, a handful of traumatized service workers, and countless unflattering screenshots that'll live permanently online to prove all of that, but hey, it worked. I was curious about edible underwear, and now you don't have to be. So go out, have fun wearing the clothes that you want to wear, and as always, remember that our brand new theory wear is actually available right now. Speaking of clothes that look good, feel good, and taste so much better than anything we wore in this episode, theory wear. Our clothes are right on the mark. And it's not just clothes either. If you want to add a little theorist style to your living space, check out our short circuit towel or our thermoreactive mug, which actually reveals a secret design when you add some hot water. Look at those vibrant colors pop. Or if you are indeed looking to level up your closet, check out the gorgeous ultraviolet jacket. Look at that color, it is the perfect shade of purple. Or you can always add some pizzazz to your date night, not by wearing edible underwear, but instead by wearing our high-res button down. In short, our new collection has something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Click the link down in the description below or use the code that you see on screen. The video's over, you're not gonna miss anything else. Go check out the stuff. It's actually a very fun website that you can play around with, maybe find some Easter eggs in there. And as always, remember my friends, it's just a theory. A style theory with clothes that'll help you keep looking sharp.